I am so goated. I'm Ariana Grande. I am so goated that I can hum and have the masses at my feet on a whim. Ariana. Is it Ariana? This song was written from the perspective of flock cameras. Ariana Grande needs to take a page out of the JPEG Mafia book and just start attacking her fans on Twitter. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry Bees, and we're in for a first on the channel today. Long ago, when I started reacting to all the pop girlies, right, there has been one name that's been requested along with all the other ones, right? Whether it's Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan, there's been another name that has been mentioned, that has been requested for me to react to that I haven't gotten to, and well, today, Ariana Grande released her new album, Petal, and that's exactly what we're going to be reacting to today. Now, I understand that maybe some Ariana Grande fans here in the chat or in the YouTube comments will be like, Jerry Bees, you can't just start out with the new album, you gotta do the journey. Well, who knows when I would have ever gotten to Ariana Grande, and there's no time like the present, as this album is literally brand new today. But it's gonna be interesting because usually there's some context, right? Even though I had never really listened to Taylor Swift before starting the journey, I knew the hits. You'd have to be living under a rock to not hear some of the Taylor Swift hits, right? But with Ariana Grande, the one like live performance she did with Mac Miller and Thank You Next is all I know about Ariana Grande through her music. Now, I know that within the past couple years, she's pretty much just owned the entire planet, right? She's starring in one of the biggest movies of the past 10 years, movie series really, with Wicked, which was already such a huge cultural staple. Much like her, and you know, she got cast in that movie and then it was just off to the races, as if her stardom couldn't be even bigger. So we'll see where this gets me. The one thing I do really appreciate about Ariana Grande is that, I don't know if all the albums are like this, but this album's at 36 minutes and 12 seconds. A perfectly edible pop album, 36 minutes, under 40 minutes, 12 songs, not a single one up to 4 minutes. Sometimes I'm conflicted, right? Sometimes I'm like, give me the long epic. I love when an artist really tries to do such a big project, and even if they crash and fail, even if I don't buy everything that they're selling, sometimes it's nice just to, you know, peel into their psyche with a big project like that. But other times I'm like, get to the fucking point. And so I already like this album. Because it's short. That means I don't have to edit it as much too. Her longest standard album is 47 minutes. Okay, so then like, what's her longest deluxe album? Like 4 hours then? I'm excited to get into this. And if you are excited to see me react to this, as well as any other potential album that I haven't reacted to so far, go ahead, check out my Patreon, where if you miss these streams, you can go ahead and get the uncut reaction for just $1 before it comes out on YouTube. Oh, I gotta open the hype chest real quick. What is this? Spill the tea emote. Ooh, what kind of tea can I spill? Oh, I own all the flock cameras. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into this. We do not use Spotify anymore. Actually, I can't speak for everybody here in chat or in the YouTube comments, or even you watching this video. If you use Spotify music streaming, that's fine. I just don't like doing it anymore, so I go out and I buy these albums. If you want to support the channel, make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, all that other shit. Click the links out of my description. Join the Patreon. Helps me out. Hopefully it helps you out. I can be entertaining, or at the very least, enact a humiliation ritual to my detriment. So I will have the lyrics up on my end for anybody wondering. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel, Ms. Ariana Grande with Petal, 36 minutes, 12 seconds, first song out of 12. This is Kiss Me. produce this. All right, and once again, not like she needs me to say that, but welcome to the channel, Ariana Grande. Opening up with a, beat heavy, beat forward, bass forward song here. Definitely what I think of when I think of Ariana Grande or maybe any of the other, pop megastars. It doesn't sound very foreign to me in that regard. It fits in that pop pocket, if you will. So well, and I had asked her in the middle of the song who produced this, and if I'm pronouncing this right, is that Ilya, or Ilya is probably exactly correct. But has done work with Max Martin in the past, but not on this record. Do I have all my ducks in a row as far as that's concerned? But if you would have told me that this was Max Martin, I would not have been shocked. Some of my favorite Taylor Swift production elements across that entire journey was whenever Max Martin was involved. He just has this way of producing synths and bassy, rich goodness right into your ears. And that's really saying something, too. Max is on some of these songs, too. Okay, so Max will be here. But with, how bass forward and synth forward this was quite a loud song. I had to turn it down a little bit, so hopefully it sounds okay on your end. But it's the synths are right at the top, and then her voice is right on top of that, too. But nothing was, peaking too bad for me. I'm pretty sure that was just me having it up really loud at the beginning. But it gets your attention. That's exactly what you want out of the first song on a record. Yeah, just give me something to love. Buy the ticket, take the ride. My smoochies are a ride, so kiss me. My smoochies are better than standing 3 hours in line for a roller coaster at a theme park. Just kiss me. Buy the ticket, take the ride. God damn it. My smoochies will take you places, is what she's saying right here. Just for fun, Jerry, can you say Ariana Grande? Ariana. Is it Ariana? My Ohio's coming out. Oh no, corn. Oh no, my incessant need to vote for Republicans. Oh no, right? I believe Max had a few songs. Ilya has worked with Max for years, and this trio has made songs in the past. All right, well, it's looking like Max Martin, my hero, is on tracks 2 and 3. So without any time to waste, here's track 2, Hate That I Made You Love Me.
I can't tell you why, but something inside is dancing with fire. Eyes lit like flowers from a tomb while you decide who you are, and I can see right through, like shadows on my hate that I made you love me. Sorry if I made me type, yeah, I hate that I made you love. Studied my crown and borrowed my body. Warm, kissed by the sun and cold like the wind. I'd be stuck in her clips the moon, 'cause it's all bad news. Yeah, I hate that I made you love me.
I like this chorus. This is a good chorus.
Sorry if I made me a type, yeah, I've held your projections when you felt so insecure. Tell me, why is it this way? Why you so hate to see women endure? Is it really my fault you all gave me a I hate that I made you love me.
How fun. I liked that. Yeah, simple, to the point. I like how it, like, it's just past the point of lo-fi, but I think we're using some, like, lo-fi elements in there with some of the lower sounding synths, and it's just a steady beat. It's almost hypnotic in a way. But the chorus is just so catchy. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. Now, somebody's saying that this is about the fans, and that's interesting. I hate that I made you love me because I barely tried. I'm so goated. I'm Ariana Grande. I am so goated that I can hum and have the masses at my feet on a whim. I wish I would have tried. I wish I would have fucking tried. No, I mean, in all honesty, it seems it's a little bit more sincere than that, especially, I held your protections when you felt so insecure. Tell me, why is it this way? And there's a really good song. It's called Dear by one of my favorite bands, Manchester Orchestra. And it opens up their album Simple Math. And Andy Hall, the singer-songwriter, kind of talks about that. Like, he'll just never understand why people come and pay money to come see his shows. Even though, like, sometimes he felt that he was trying to kind of be an asshole sometimes in his songwriting, and people just loved it even more. And, look, I think if you're making a song about how much you love your fans, that's a good place to be in, right? Especially because I think it's one of these, things with once, there is a woman at the top of her game, she gets a lot of criticism. And I know there's a lot of criticism about her coming out about just the whole rollout of Wicked and stuff like that. And I can't, doing a press tour for a huge movie like that and being on tour and trying to write music, and it's like, fuck. So it's nice when you do have such a loyal fan base. But I could know that I couldn't know any of that, and I'd still like this song. This one was good. Definitely a little less overstimulating than that first song was for me. But this is one of those things that we always have to remember when we're listening to a new artist. At least for me, right? I'm not very privy to how they write their lyrics. Sometimes it might take me a while to get used to reading a specific artist's lyrics, or, what maybe I should expect from them, or, what is something that's truly different? What are they really trying to experiment with here? And I don't know. So this is, we're at ground zero. Coming for best solo performance at the Scamies next year. Let's talk shit about the Grammys and about how much they don't matter, but also all we do is talk about them. I am pro that. I am pro things I hate living rent free in my head. Very, very, very pro. Which is why I gave in to Flock. That's why I gave in to Flock. I think it's more of a fuck you to those fans who place unrealistic expectations upon her and always come up with something that's wrong with her. Okay, see. Here's some of the things here. I'm trying to listen to the music, trying to read the lyrics. I don't always get things on the first try. Yeah, okay, that might actually even make a little bit more sense here, because there is almost like a regret to it. Hate that I made you love me. It's like an obsessive kind of thing. We get to do a little bit of an unboxing here. I haven't had proper lube, ladies and gentlemen. For my bicycle, of course. This is I've read about this, and this is the best bang for your buck bicycle chain lube out there. Dramatically, this is what it claims, dramatically improves pedaling and shifting. We have Rock and Roll Gold, and it says underneath, the king of lube. So it's got some solid particulates there, so you're supposed to shake the fuck out of this thing. Do not drip on the lube like oil, because it's not oil. Thank you for that. Ariana has a song about that soon. Ariana has a song about chain lube. This is the thumbnail. This song is called Petal, the titular track, and maybe the last one with Max Martin, I presume.
Trying to feel something real to cry again. They say that I die. It's such a fuck situation. That time in the pavement. Just as long as she keeps getting it right. I break one right here in paradise. It's such a convenient relation. Say, ooh,
It's fun, it's chill, it's kind of aggressive, all happening with all of these really crazy switch ups out of nowhere that don't take away from the main drive of the song. Love this line right here. This is not a cry for help. Couple million for my thoughts. I've got plenty, but I'm not a victim, bitch. I'm practically drowning in my blessings. I love that. Yeah, there is some type of this cool confidence here, and that's really complemented well with the beat of this song. And apparently Max Martin is on for the next song too. So, hey, look, give me a producer I really like, and there seems to be this like very cheeky kind of sense of humor here. That's coming out really well for me, especially towards the end here. I mean, like that last song I was just saying, like it does kind of border on lo-fi, and there's some elements that like I'm picking up, like at least just how like the piano, like anything with keys. I'm just getting this lo-fi sense from it, whether it's synths or, you know, call it a modded piano, or if it's that's just the plugin or whatever the hell. No, I'm like really enjoying this so far. This is Ariana doing what she does best. What exactly does she do best? She does everything the best. Serve, yes. She is serving Petal right now, and we are the better for it. No, this is really fun. Does everything sound like this? Is this like vintage Ariana Grande here, or is this more like, oh my God, she's doing something different now? Trappiana. Yes, very, very trap as well. Thank you for that. I was gonna say something about the hip hop elements of this, but that's even more specific. Some of the trap percussion here is coming out pretty well, reminiscent of old songs but different. All right. I honestly don't know what I was kind of expecting with any of this, like, because I mean my knowledge base coming in was practically nil, so this is all new to me. It's like kind of Sweetener in the sense that it's quite experimental. Oh, okay, so yeah, there we go. This is a little bit more experimental, I guess, for Ariana Grande. Here we have the fourth song off of Petal. This is Stay.
Wait, baby, take your time. You got me so in like, oh yeah, need you all the time. Wrong with you, I'm falling for you. What do I do? I just wanna stay, say, tell me where you've been. I've been scared of losing things. Maybe you could set me free. That's gonna be temporary. I just wanna stay this time, but can you keep me safe this time? Stay this time, but can you keep me? Just another corrective experience. I'm tongue-tied, hard to speak, but hard to speak. I don't want to stay this time, but can you keep me safe this time? Stay.
No. Way to let the bass drop out right there. Yeah, I mean, this isn't like blowing my mind, right? This isn't like, oh my God, I found my next favorite artist or anything, but I'm having a good time listening to this. I would honestly even say you'd be hard pressed not to have a great time, unless you're like, oh, this song did not make me see the face of God. It's actually a 1.2 on Rate Your Music. Like, none of that, right? That's not really what we do here. And especially, you know, because, like, when you get to, like, the big pop acts, I'll just be honest with you, right? There's not a ton that I really expect. Just give me what I kind of go to pop music for, and that's exactly what's happening here. I'm not disappointed at all. With even some pretty nice songwriting here. You know, I don't want to be just another corrective experience. You know, maybe in the line of relationships, right? You go out with somebody, or you're going out with somebody. Maybe, you know, in the line of relationships, you're going out with somebody, or they're going out with you, and one party is not the best, They're like, okay, well, now I know not to do that one. Now I know not to do it that way again. Thank you, next. Huh? But I haven't said this, and this keeps getting brought up in the chat. I thought it went without saying, but I will go ahead and say it. Her voice is awesome. Not noticing a ton of shit on her vocals, at least like the main vocals, but they gotta butter that up with something. So not to say that these are just her raw vocals, because nobody has raw vocals anymore hardly that are getting recorded straight to the deck. But the vocal layering is awesome. It's almost kind of acting as another percussive element in a way, just by how they're staggered. Like when she is saying stay. And it's just making it a little bit more interesting to listen to. Sometimes you just need some fun, easy pop to listen to and chill in the sun, and Ari knows this. This is a nice chill in the sun. I'm also getting some night vibes here. Maybe I'm putting a little bit too much credence inside of the black and white album cover here. Maybe there's some artistic meaning there, right? She seems to be kind of enjoying the light hitting her face in an otherwise black and dreary world, trying to stay optimistic. Because I'm not necessarily just getting like straight up sunshine out of this either. Love how she stacks her vocals, makes it so cinematic. She does do her own vocal production. Yeah, no, and that's really cool that she's seemingly pretty involved in the production process itself here. I guess we'll just see where else she goes. Black and white probably because the fans have sucked all the color out of her life, but she's smiling because she learned to not give a fuck. Ariana Grande needs to take a page out of the JPEG Mafia book and just start attacking her fans on Twitter. But nonetheless, this is Oh Well.
This is the beginning of the end. I feel I just don't know what to say. My dead ends are gathered around, dressed as friends. Shouldn't be kindness. Maybe this time can be different. I don't have to try to be responsible for things. Dysfunction, obsession, friends I used to need, but now the bad guys all go to hell. Good things can replace dysfunction. Oh well, you don't even know me, no way. Feel like I'm 1,000 light years ahead, but I play all the parts that I'm supposed to, right? And I just things can replace dysfunction, obsession, friends I used to need, but now the bad guys all go to hell. Good things can replace dysfunction. Oh well, good luck, darling.
Okay, come on, sound us home happy.
Stop growing so away from you. There's nothing left to do. Good luck, darling. I can be without you.
Yeah, that was good. It just sounded like she was trying to get a cat over to her. At least that's where my mind went. And isn't that the great thing about music, folks? You could hear something entirely different as to what was intended. No, but definitely making some pointed claims here. Good luck on your way to hell. I don't know if she was trying to pull punches there, but it doesn't really seem like that's what she's trying to do. Is this about SpongeBob? Are her and SpongeBob still together? I don't keep up with pop musician significant others. I just know they broke up. No, they are not together. So this is about SpongeBob. Can I say this is about SpongeBob? Because look, I wish nothing but the best for that person, whatever the fuck his name was or still is. I suppose he deserves respect and peace and comfort, just like anybody else. But wasn't the story, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he expecting a child with somebody and then was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go be with Ariana Grande now? Once you fumble a pop girly, you become a was. Okay, so not about SpongeBob, about this other guy that Dangerous Woman was about. Most of these can be interpreted to be about him or the fans, I feel like. I never liked that SpongeBob guy. And to be fair, I never felt any which way about Ariana Grande before this. I never liked the SpongeBob guy. All right. Well, I hope that things get better for Ariana and that she sends all of her enemies to oblivion for the end of time. This is big. Wasn't expecting the production to be so dense on this one. I mean, when you're listening to a big pop name, you just expect it to be so fucking clean. No little pops, no little like, oh, this doesn't sound super clear. Everything sounds super clear, if not for like the lo-fi sounds that I'm hearing, but that's kind of the vibe. So I'm not really pointing that criticism towards any of the lo-fi sounds, but as far as just like taking the bass out and then putting it back in like half a measure later just to throw off time a little bit, Ariana and team didn't need to do that. And yet here they're doing that. And this is kind of a tongue-in-cheek sex song, right? Once you express yourself, I can become so aquatic, come swim in these waters. Pussy's so sweet, a tear fell from his eye. Now, people were saying that when I was talking about lube right here, right? When I got in my new bike lube, like, oh, Ariana's got a song about that. I could see how lube could enter into this. But one thing I haven't done to this, I haven't smelt it yet. I really want it to smell nice. It just smells like WD-40. I wanted it to smell like citrus. I really did. Well, I'm hoping that anything mentioned in this song did not smell like WD-40. Only works like WD-40, which is loosens things up a little bit for you, if you catch my drift. All right, moving on. We got Freak. Several times.
Before they shoot me down, when I'm flying, how will it feel?
Loving the chord progression so far.
I won't give you your fantasy this time. Can you do it now? No, I won't do what you say, freak.
I've been told that I need to let this bleed into the next song.
Blind half the time, I run through all your warning signs. I wonder why I answer each time you call me when your number's sliding. You love me like ecstasy, you made me see colors I haven't seen for a while. Provided it suddenly goes to me.
Okay.
Let the scene, my voice plays at free. You know you don't, you never have, but I want you to feel me.
I'm starting to think that these last two tracks, Freak into Warning Signs, is exactly what Avenged Sevenfold tried to do with their new electronic EP, but just missed the mark by a little bit. This was really, really good. Freak, this song rules.
Someday all the seas will
It wants to like give me a rock like drop, it's begging for like a rock breakdown, and I think that's a lot of that has to do with the chord progression and the guitars in the background, but they don't ever drop, and so it's keeping me on my toes the entire time. I didn't pay attention to the lyrics once. I was just so fixated on this like kind of foreboding atmosphere. You know, my chat uses the word haunting too much, but it does kind of give this sense of suspense. And I think towards the end, you know, we do get that resolve there into warning signs, and then warning signs is just what the fuck is happening. There's just so much shit going on. Ladies and gentlemen, did not expect to dig my teeth into this album that much, but that's exactly what's going on. I mean, I didn't really know what I was expecting, but this is not a Sabrina Carpenter album. This might actually be the furthest thing from a Sabrina Carpenter album. You have Ariana Grande, you have Sabrina Carpenter right here, and then like right here, a smidgen over is like Dope Smoker by Sleep, which might actually be the furthest thing away. Damn. Where's Korn? Oddly enough, right there. Korn and Ariana Grande, they're deucing it out. Cannot believe people are out here saying that this is her worst album, especially when Sweetener exists. Do people really not like this? 'Cause I mean, again, it's not blowing me away, but this was a good surprise here. This track was really, really good. Freak was awesome. I think they should have put the two tracks together, maybe done like a Freak / Warning Signs interlude, but it's not my fucking album, not my circus, not my monkey, not my chair, not my problem. And I think that's the least of what you can expect a lot of the time, right? Going into an artist that you've never really listened to before is to at least get one track that you're like, whoa, hey now, what the hell is this? Everything up to this point has been absurdly suitable and serviceable. I cannot imagine it'd be hard for somebody to stick their nose in the air and just go like, well, the people on Rate Your Music don't like this one, so I don't like this one. Average Rate Your Music user. It's the lowest critically acclaimed album as of now, but they're just wrong. So yeah, I maybe this means I got to listen to more Ariana Grande, probably, to see how stupid I am right now for saying that this is good. My favorite thing ever? No. This song, really good. I like it a lot. Everything so far, good. It is completely fine. No qualms at all. We'll get this one in before the next ad. This is Like I Do.
Making sense off of your nonsense. All that shit talk keeps me well fed. Through thick and thin, you so locked in. You hate to let me extra. Buy one, take me sexy. How you come to see? Inspired, I know my brain gives you ideas. Stay on your mind like all the time. You still watching from the line. Yeah, you act like all your love is mine. Still mine, baby. I got you, 'cause no one fucks you like I do.
Just, I really was not expecting a lot of the darker tones and atmospheres off this album, and they're all meeting my ears so well. And this is like kind of opposite of what I usually like to do. I'm sure there's more within the songwriting that I can pick out. Again, this is my first time listening to this album, any of these songs, really. Ariana Grande. Jerry B's mispronounces Ariana Grande's name for 40 minutes straight, right? That's what this video is going to be, or however long this video is. But like, it's a pretty simple song. No one fucks you the way I fuck you. This song was written from the perspective of flock cameras. No thing is going to screw you out of your privacy more than flock cameras. Nothing will fuck you more than some flock camera snitching on you when you try to go get like life-saving medical attention somewhere. If you catch my drift. I love how every song can be viewed in a relationship or the fan's lens. While we wait, what are your thoughts on lanternflies? Can you kill all of them? I have been seeing a little bit more lanternflies as of late, because a couple weeks ago, that time last year, they were everywhere. You couldn't get away from them. So we got to continue this. This is Never Get Over Me. Naughty, naughty. So every ex disappears. The vision is crystal clear. No, you'll never get over me. Yeah. I feel some type of way. I won't let you forget how I feel. Come slip into something real, and you'll never get over me. If you know somebody in your life that like listens to like AI music, one time I got picked up by a tow truck and the guy was listening to like AI R&B the entire time. I shit you not. Somebody goes, who cares? I just like it. It sounds nice. I'm not saying Ariana Grande is AI music, but if they just want to listen to something nice with the beat and there's a fucking persons making it, god damn it, just give them this. And who the fuck says this is their worst? How could it be any? How could this be any worse? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm selling everything else that she's ever done too short. But I sat down today, ready to listen to a pop album, and that's what I'm getting, and then some. You know, songs like "Freak," "Warning Signs," "Like I Do," and then pretty much everything else, "Never Get Over Me" included. It just sounds nice. Now this is the typical groundbreaking commentary that you come here for. Right? Jerry Bees, what do you think about Ariana Grande? What is your opinion? It sounds nice, right? If I was in a tumultuous relationship, maybe this would make a little bit more sense to me. It might bring me some closure, might bring me some validation. If I had legions and legions of fans who conflate some of these songs with, then yeah, maybe it means a little bit more to me. But right, I'm just having fun. A perfectly succinct, edible album, and we're not even done. This album has been such a nice surprise for me. Was not expecting to love this after her last project. It's not her. Worst people just hate her at the moment. Well, you know, like, there is something, and I'm like this, right? You know, I can get like that sometimes where I'm like a natural contrarian. I see, you know, something big and everybody's talking about it and like, oh, this is good just because everybody's talking about it. It's good just because it's popular. I like to bring a little bit more nuance into it. At least that's what I take out of it. You know, that's what I take out of things that I really enjoy. Like, oh, this is quite unique. And even though this is pop, I'm saying that there are some things unique to it, or at least things that I wasn't really expecting. And it's been worthwhile to me. I'm glad I paid the $9.99 to get the digital fucking download of this. All right, moving on. This is Bad Thing Bunny Hop. Bad Bunny Thing Hop. Hop Thing Bunny Bad.
such a good boy through all of this noise. Frequencies changing. Can you feel it in my body now? Back now. Have you been this fine the whole damn time? This is a bad thing. This is a bad thing.
So liked the change of pace here. This was certainly more of a hoppy boppy poppy one. So rings true to the bunny hop nature of the song a little bit. But I don't think this sound came out of nowhere. So definitely kind of calling some like 80s pop sounds out of this one. But so no, it was Freak. So Freak begins with this instrumental that really reminds me of like late 80s, early 90s, like commercial pop rock in a way. Like I feel like this is almost like a scale or a chord progression they'd play in like a Sammy Hagar era Van Halen track, which is not my favorite era of Van Halen by far, but just to say that it's kind of calling back to that era a little bit. Like Freak starts off like a power ballad. It starts out like a late 80s, early 90s power ballad. So they served that up to me there to just get ready for Bad Thing Bunny Hop, where they really lean into that sound the entire time. Kind of new wavy, kind of Curie, kind of Take On Me vibes there. Which definitely was needed after so many songs where it was, dare I say, maybe a little bit haunting, where it was a little more dramatic and foreboding. At least in the instrumentals, not so much in the lyrics. You know, this was like, shit, what am I getting myself into again? The synth sound being a running motif throughout the album is so I guess just how the synths are colored, that's remained consistent as far as like how they're toned. If that's what you mean, I really do agree with you there. Despite all of the different sounds, the synths have been pretty consistent, at least in their presence on each of these songs. And I don't know if that's a typical Ariana Grande thing, but that is certainly a Petal thing. This is how it feels to get back with an ex after so many years. God, I've never been like that. I've never had the opportunity to do that. I think I'm thankful for it. I don't know. I've had such good closure on all of my past relationships that I don't think. No. Happy trails. Best of luck to you. Live long and prosper away from me. An eye from you. No, the exact same synth sound that sounds like a water droplet has been in like 6 songs now. Yeah, it everything does sound like instrumentally. Everything's been pretty consistent, but that hasn't really made it tired at all. It hasn't made it very boring for me. They're doing little things differently in each song compositionally that makes it more fun to listen to for me. Which again, it's passing the bar that I usually have for pop music. Which, and I think that's kind of helpful doing this and reacting to pop music, because it's not usually my daily driver. I'm kind of foreign to it, at least as far as like eating it up all the time. So if I set the bar low, I can't really be disappointed. Yeah. As far as the sound goes, this has been very cohesive, but they did themselves a service by only making it 36 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, we're already here. We're already at the last track. This is Nowhere Nobody. Kind of early 90s, late 80s thing again.
Hard to believe in a perfect ending, but that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. I don't care about tomorrow. I love you right now. So deep breaths, honey. There's no more running, and there's nowhere with nobody else that I'd rather be. I'm taking you deep breaths, honey. We've at least till morning. Then there's me. I've been holding hands with so much complexity since I reached the ground.
like how they close this out there with, well, let's get that back up. Really like how they close us out with what is arguably the main pull to Ariana Grande, which is her voice. And I know I didn't really say that much here in this reaction, but I just thought it kind of goes without saying. I'm not going to be the one to tell you that Ariana Grande's voice is nice. You already know it. Everybody knows it. Have you seen Wicked? Ah! You should know then if you didn't know before. Sam and Cat? Come on now. No, it's not just that. It's how they produced her voice throughout this album, and I hazard to guess that is a common element in a lot of Ariana Grande's music, which is the vocal airs just with her voice. I mean, if the main lady is Ariana Grande, you don't need to have any other person do the backing vocals. Just have her do it. Fuck it, dude. It doesn't matter. But yeah, the vocoder on this one was nice. And I like towards the end of the album, we kind of got that 80s new wavy thing, and people are saying that like Imogen Heap is like her North Star. And I'm a little bit more ignorant, not as privy to a lot of that. But what you say says a lot about maybe where she's getting a lot of her inspiration from. This was way better than I thought it was going to be. And did I think it was going to suck? No. But as I was saying, pop, I kind of just have it as baseline. This isn't about me trying to hate shit or make you think I know better than you because I just happen to have a YouTube channel where I talk about music. At the end of the day, I hope to provide content that makes you see your favorite artist through new eyes again. Relive that experience again. So I come into it with low expectations, and if there's anything that I like, then all the better. There might be something to get out of it. Overarching thing is that her production team, her and Ilya, so Ariana Grande, Ilya, Max Martin, whatever fucking songs they did for this, they cooked it. Very, very, very well produced album. Kiss Me was a little crazy. In the production. I was a little overstimulated. I may have just had my volume turned up a little bit too much. I may have to peel into this again to get a broader sense of that. But honestly, the middle part of this album was fantastic. Really loved everything, pretty much from like the titular track to Like I Do. Not to say that everything else was like bad or that it's bookended by shitty shit. I was just not expecting a song like Freak. This was just so good. I like how you can make an album, have some songs on it to where it's like, I need to drive around on the highway with the windows down on a summer day. And other songs to be zooted out of your brain, lying on your bed, and just like vibe out to the sound. And that's what Freak is for me. And I'm a big like prog rock guy, so that fits squarely into my wheelhouse. Freak is definitely my favorite. Yeah, no. I think this would be a good journey to get into, especially I had heard the one song. I probably heard other Ariana Grande songs, but couldn't tell you how they went outside of Thank You Next. So this might be interesting to get into, although that's going to depend on you watching this video. If this video only gets 2,000 views, maybe I don't revisit this. But if it gets any more than that, I'll probably do another Ariana Grande reaction. But I'd be really interested to know what people think. Is this a quintessential Grande album? Or is this at the bottom of the pack and people don't like it? Maybe I kick myself, saying that this album was good and I listen to everything else that she has and I go like, oh my God, this is so much better. But, I mean, basically entering the void coming from a vacuum. This was good. I enjoyed it. Nothing too groundbreaking other than some of the really interesting production elements and things going into it. Didn't expect it to be so dark at sometimes, as somebody who's a little bit more of a rock and roller. I mean, I'm wearing a fucking Misfits shirt for crying out loud. A lot of the darker tones were welcomed warmly by me. The Bike Lube song. Everybody loves the Bike Lube song. This reaction is going to be terrible to edit. So it took me long enough, but Ariana Grande finally in the Jerry B's universe. Welcome in. A warm welcome. I ended up liking this, but let me know what you think. Is this your favorite Ariana Grande album? Did this meet your expectations? Did it not? And why? I want to know what you have to say. Let me know your thoughts on my thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to join us for a live stream, or if you want to check out all of the stuff on the Patreon. $1 a month gets you in the door for my Patreon. Go ahead and check that all out. All that's in my description. I've been Jerry B's. You've been awesome. What do I say? Easy, take it.
Diggity dog. Breaking. Diggity dog.